Haven't had a chat for a while. I've kind of been putting it off, or actually just been too busy. But I'm in my greenhouse. It's raining, and I just thought this would be a good time to just come and sit. Went to get my second injection last week, and because today is Monday, May the 11th, so I had it a week ago, Monday. And this time, when I got the injections, man, did it hurt. So I've been wanting to get on here and tell y'all if you have to have the injections. I'm not gonna lie to you, this one hurt. Both eyes, not just one of them. Both of my eyes, the pain. When he did the injection, it was just like, holy moly. I wanted to just, holler, stop. But I didn't say a word. I let him do both eyes, and I have to say, I do feel like my eyesight is getting better, which is grateful. And they did the test, as a matter of fact. They had me, you cover one eye and then the other eye, and you, evidently I'm now 20/50. Yes, I'm 20/50. I'm pretty sure. Or I might be 20/40. I'll go back and look and add that on to here. I'm pretty sure I'm now 20/50, and this is crazy. When I went a month ago, I don't remember them telling me this, but I was 20/60, and I researched that. That's not legal to drive. I was 20/60 with my glasses on. How crazy is that? So, no wonder I was struggling to see with the sun. I could see to drive. I feel very, very safely, but not when the sun was shining. I had to figure out, I had to take like detours to avoid stoplights, because if the sun was shining right on it, I couldn't see if it was green or red. It was, very scary. Very disconcerting. And I figured out, it's just my eyesight. I had no idea that it was diabetic related from back when I didn't know I had diabetes. But of course, like I said in the other video, thank goodness I haven't had it very long. When I went to see him a month ago, he said that I don't have like 2 or 3 months, which makes sense, because that's when I really started noticing that I could see very well. So yeah, crazy, but it is getting better. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but when I went just last week, I'm now 20/50, and if I'm wrong, I'll put a note on here. But I'm pretty sure I'm now 20/50, which I'm not sure if that's actually legal, but it's much safer. And I don't drive now, except for maybe occasionally. Like, for instance, I just now drove to let my granddoggy out. It was just a block away, and then I came straight back home. So my husband drives me pretty much everywhere now until I can get this straightened out. So, but that's crazy. I did not know that I was driving illegally. I wouldn't have drove if I'd known. But it just makes so much sense now. So, kind of like what I was telling you in my very first video ever. If you have any kind of symptoms that doesn't seem right, don't presume you're getting old. Do not. Please go have yourself checked out. Because it might not be that you're getting old. It might be something's going on and your body is trying to tell you, hey, wake up. There's a problem. As a matter of fact, my youngest son, he's 36. And oh my word, last week we had a scare with him. I have been actually telling him for years he needs to eat better. He's a, no, but you don't think anything's going to happen to you. You're fine. Well, he doesn't eat the best, and he'll tell you he doesn't. We had a scare. I think he almost had a heart attack. It's called angina, but he had an attack while he was at work. Thank goodness they called 911, because when the ambulance came and took him to the ER, we met him there and his wife, and come find out, we don't know for sure, but the ER doctor kind of implied that, if I understood him right, there might be a blockage. So he's awfully young, but that's a good thing too, because he can get it straightened out, start eating better, which he is starting to eat better now, thank goodness. I told him, you know, he probably shouldn't do a lot of, he shouldn't really exercise until he sees the heart doctor to find out what in the world is going on. Like, is it just, hopefully it's not a blockage, or if it is, hopefully they won't need to do surgery. I just don't know. We'll find out. But the ER doctor wants him to be seen within 2 weeks, and they're working on it. Evidently, understandably, they're having a hard time getting him in 2 weeks, but the doctor's office has called him and said that they're working on it, so hopefully they'll get him in sooner than later. And then we can find out what exactly is going on with him. But yeah, you just don't know. So that's kind of where I put my story. If you're having any kind of issues, and back with my youngest son, they sent him home on nitroglycerin tablets. As a matter of fact, he told me when he first went to the ER, or even with the ambulance, the doctors, they asked him, you know, what is your pain level? And he said 100. And he later that afternoon, like around 6 or 7 in the ER, he said, well, he said it's now finally like maybe a 1 or a 2. And found out from the ER doctor the reason is because they put him on nitroglycerin. And then they sent him home from the hospital. Thankfully, it was just they sent him home. He didn't have to stay overnight. But because the nitroglycerin got him stable. But they sent him home with nitroglycerin tablets. So my 36-year-old son is carrying around nitroglycerin tablets because he has to take them everywhere he goes just in case. And he's actually had to use a few of them because he told me just some pains in his chest, and of course he was a little nervous, so he took them. But isn't that just crazy? You just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen to ourselves or our loved ones. So just love your ones. Let them know how much you love them, because we don't know. We don't know. I know I've always heard this saying when I was growing up, but it's more I guess on target now. You don't know when your last day is. You don't. Every day, and I've always felt like this for years, even before my incident, you know, with my diabetes. But I always try to wake up, and I'm just grateful that I'm still here. I've got another day. But anyway, I just wanted to share my experience a month later, in that I am actually getting better, which is wonderful. And so I wanted to show you, it's raining, so I'm seeing where I'm going to probably have to put some stepping stones. I'll show you. Alright, so here you can see where there's a buildup of water. So obviously I think I'm going to put some stepping stones right there, because I'll have some extras that, as a matter of fact, you might be able to see them right there. I think I've got 3 or 4 right there against the house. So that should work good, because it's pretty dry here. Yeah, this is dry, and my chair's dry, so that's great. And speaking of chair, we've got 2 of these old chairs. We got it from his great-grandmother. I know his grandmother, my boy's great-grandmother. We got it from her years ago, and my husband painted it. He wanted to paint it blue, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then the one that I showed you out on the where we sit outside in the back, that one is brown. He painted that one brown, which I like that better, but blue's okay. It's alright, it sits well. But yeah, you can hear it's really raining now. But anyway, just wanted to show you my greenhouse, and then I decided, you know what, let me just tell you about my eyes. So, alrighty. I will keep you updated, but yeah, that's what's going on. So the injections are definitely working. So I'm very grateful about that, because I was debating if I was going to continue having them, especially how painful they were last week, the second set of and I looked it up because I was really curious. She definitely gave me enough. I wondered if the girl that did it, waited long enough for the numbing to take effect, but it takes no, well, according to what I Googled, the numbing doesn't take long at all. So she did fine. She actually even did it a couple of times, but I think I was just tense because this time I knew what was going to happen. See, before my very first ones, I had no idea what was going to happen, and so I wasn't as tense. Because as a matter of fact, I didn't let myself think about the injections happening until last Sunday, which was, of course, the day before. I knew I was going to have another set done. So I think I was just, and I don't even know how to avoid that. But I'm hopefully I can maybe not be as tense next month, but I'm not, yeah. I don't know. I'm just prepared that it's probably going to hurt like heck, and then it'll be all right. I'll get through it. So, anyway, just wanted to share, and of course share my greenhouse, but yeah, there's definitely a puddle of water there, but I know how to fix that, as far as just putting some stepping stones down, or yeah, I think that's what they're called, you know, those square things. I put that there, that way when I walk in, I won't get all wet. So, alrighty. Thanks for listening.